Welcome to the NPS International School family. Your child's journey with NPSI formally begins when you sign the student contract. Before signing, please take a moment to ensure that all personal details, course information and fees are accurate. I will now guide you through the key sections of the contract so that you are clear about what you are signing. NPSI is registered as a private education institution under Singapore's Private Education Act and is regulated by Skills Future Singapore, SSG, the statutory body overseeing the private education sector. SSG requires all private schools and all students enrolled in courses longer than 2 months to sign a student contract. This contract sets out the rights, responsibilities and obligations of both the school and the student. Please note that the student contract is a legally binding document. Once signed, both NPSI and the student are bound by its terms and conditions. For students under the age of 18, the contract must be signed by a parent or legal guardian. One of the most important components of the student contract is the Fee Protection Scheme, commonly referred to as FPS. FPS is an insurance scheme that protects the course fees you have paid in the unlikely event of premature course or school closure. MPSI uses Lompac Insurance and SSG approved insurer as our FPS provider. Once term fees are paid, the school will issue the FPS insurance on the student's behalf. A certificate of insurance will then be issued directly to the student, usually via the mother's registered email address, unless otherwise requested. NPSI also has a medical insurance scheme in place for all students. Students are insured under an NTUC insurance policy for accidents and injuries that occur on the NPSI campus. The insurance certificate and benefit schedule are available on the school website for your reference. For students holding a dependent pass, there are no specific ICA regulations relating to attendance. However, for students holding a student pass, a minimum 90% attendance is compulsory, and employment is not permitted. At MPSI, the school attendance policy recommends 90% attendance, with 75% attendance being compulsory for promotion to the next grade. Transfers between courses are only permitted at the start of a new fee term and apply to early years and grade 9 and above. For withdrawals, the contract requires one full term's written notice in accordance with the terms stated in the student contract. The first page of the student contract includes student and parent details, course information, fee details, and the refund policy. Please note that the application fee is non-refundable. Term fees become non-refundable once the school term has commenced and the student has attended class. There are 3 fee-paying terms. Nursery to grade 10, these are Term 1, April to July, Term 2, August to November, Term 3, December to March. For IB, in grades 11 and 12, the terms are Term 1, July to October, Term 2, November to February, Term 3, March to June. The second page of the contract outlines the refund and cooling off period. There is a 10 calendar day cooling off period from the date the student contract is signed. During this period, parents may cancel the contract by submitting a written notice of withdrawal.
If withdrawal occurs within this period, the highest applicable refund percentage, as stated in the refund table, will apply.
Pages 3 and 4 contain the course details, including course commencement date, course completion date, and scheduled school holidays. Pages 5 and 6 provide a detailed breakdown of fees, including tuition fees and any applicable miscellaneous charges. The final page contains the refund table. Please ensure that the parent or legal guardian's name and signature are completed at the bottom of the page. This page must be signed where the school's authorised representative has also signed and stamped the document. After signing the student contract, you are required to complete Form 12, also known as the Advisory Note to Students. This is a mandatory document under the Private Education Act and confirms that parents and students fully understand the terms of enrolment. Following this, there are several post-admission forms that must be read, understood, and signed to complete the admissions process. Giro is the compulsory mode of payment from the next fee term onwards. For families under a company-sponsored payment arrangement, please contact the admissions team and we will provide the appropriate alternative form. The next form is the medical declaration, where you may declare any medical conditions for the school's awareness and support. The enrolment agreement requires parents to acknowledge each listed policy and requirement and sign on behalf of their child or ward. Further explanations are provided in the following slides. Please note that all admissions confirmed after April are classified as mid-term admissions. All points listed in the admissions acknowledgement have either been explained in the previous slides or are accessible via links provided in the contract email. The waiver and indemnity for school transport applies to families using the school bus service. Please read and understand this document carefully before signing. The Cyber Safety and Conduct Policy confirms that students will have access to the school's IT resources for educational purposes and must use them responsibly and in accordance with this policy. The PDPA acknowledgement confirms that you consent to sharing personal data with NPSI and that the school will manage this information confidentially and in line with Singapore's data protection laws. The next section outlines the legal requirements for students for both parental reference and student awareness. Finally, we welcome your feedback, which helps us continually improve our admissions process. We are delighted to welcome your child to the NPSI community. Should you have any questions regarding the student contract, please contact us at contracts@npsinternational.edu.sg. Thank you.